Hey, welcome back to the channel. So today's video is going to be a dedicated list, 10 fragrances that I believe are fantastic, inexpensive options for going back to school with. These fragrances are really going to work in any situation. They're versatile. You're going to be able to wear these whenever, wherever. The bottom line is if you're in class, you don't want to be offending anyone. You don't want to be giving the guy next to you a headache, but you certainly want to smell good. And there's a way to do that inexpensively. I'm going to go over 10 of those fragrances today, right now with you guys. Now, I will say, these fragrances are going to be really from fresher takes and more aromatic, fresh fragrances to maybe a little bit darker, but again, all of them are going to retain that freshness, a little bit of sweetness. They're going to work no matter what. So let's jump into the list. So number 10 on this list is probably going to be the freshest take. And these are in no particular order. I'm just numbering them 1 through 10. They're all fantastic. First scent on the list is going to be Davidoff's Run Wild. Ginger, cinnamon, and lavender are some of the notes in here, and what you're getting from this fragrance is essentially an inexpensive version of Paco Rabanne's Invictus. It's going to be fruity, a little bit sweet, a lot of freshness behind this. It's going to smell like a really fantastic deodorant. This stuff is just amazing. It's going to last a while on your skin. You can spray this on your clothes. It's going to last a bit longer. You will not offend anyone with this. You're going to smell fantastic. Incredible fragrance overall. Davidoff's Run Wild. This next one is an absolute steal for the money. It's one of my favorite blue fragrances. Definitely my favorite inexpensive blue fragrance scent I'm talking about is Dunhill Century Blue. This one has a little bit of a twist to it. There's a slightly masculine floral element to this coming from iris. Iris gives this fragrance overall a slightly powdery nature. There's mandarin orange in here adding some sweetness, and of course pepper adding that little bit of spice. This stuff smells incredible. There's lavender in here, so it smells really fresh and clean, like you just got out of the shower. Think something like a Dior Sauvage along those lines. I actually enjoy this one more because of that twist of the iris. The iris adds a real classiness to this, and it's going to work again in any situation that school might throw at you. Longevity on this is roughly a full day of school, so you're not going to have any issues there. You're going to smell great from start to finish. Love this stuff, Dunhill Century Blue. Number 8 on this list, still in that realm of really fresh, inviting fragrances, is going to be Missoni's Parfum Pour Homme. And what you're getting from this fragrance is you're going to have some really nice, sweet, juicy grapefruit up top. There's birch adding a little bit of a smoky, woody vibe. And of course, you're going to have a little bit of ginger adding this spicy, biting, fresh note. And this is my favorite blue. This gets compared to Bleu de Chanel, which is a much more expensive high-end designer fragrance. I personally like this one more. It has this metallic quality to it. Again, fresh, clean, easygoing. This is going to be versatile in terms of being able to wear this from day to night. This lasts forever on clothes. You're going to smell it the next day, and it's inexpensive. This one is hard to beat. Missoni Parfum Pour Homme. This next one on the list is from Abercrombie & Fitch, and the fragrance is First Instinct. Melon, gin, and tonic water are some of the notes in here. Now with this fragrance, I'm thinking September and October, this is where this is going to shine. Maybe you're not over the summer yet. This reminds me of vacation. I actually take this one along with me to vacation. So just incredible stuff. It's really uplifting, vibrant, ozonic. It has this airy quality to it. It reminds me of just being on the beach, hanging out with friends, family, and just having a good time. And that's the vibe that you will get from this. There's also a musk in here that makes this more versatile. So you can wear it to school in September, October, even November. This is going to work beautifully. Overall, it's one of the best inexpensive fragrances that you can buy. There's a reason why this has gotten so much hype over the years, because it is fantastic. Abercrombie & Fitch, First Instinct. Now with number 6, we're kind of turning the corner there. As I mentioned at the start of this video, we were starting off really super fresh and clean. This is still fresh and clean, but there is a little bit of a twist. Scent here I am talking about is Mont Blanc's Starwalker Extreme. In here, you're going to get pineapple, lavender, and tonka bean. Tonka bean is the key here. But also you're getting a little bit of patchouli, which adds this really slightly dark, earthy quality to this. It makes it feel more like you're getting into the cooler weather. This has a little bit of an edge to it, again, from that patchouli, but that tonka bean adds a little bit of powderiness here, a little bit of a vanilla quality to it. You could wear this on a date if you wanted to. You could wear it out in the evening, but it's also going to work in a situation like class during the day. Love this stuff. Star Walker Extreme from Mont Blanc. Number 5 on this list, I had to grab one that is going to remind people of Creed Aventus. Some call that the king of all fragrances. This stuff is really good for the price. Supremacy Not Only Intense from Afnan. This has a fruity nuance when you first spray it. There's apple in here. There's a clean lavender note. There's musk. This just works. This could be signature scent worthy for many people. If you only had one type of fragrance, this could be it. Think Mont Blanc Explorer, very popular fragrance among younger people, students. People love that fragrance. This one, you're getting something that has a little more depth to it, smells similar. It is a compliment magnet. People are gonna smell this and say, what are you wearing? You smell incredible. Lasts a long time, especially on clothes. If you spray your clothes, expect it to last a few days before you wash them. You really can't go wrong with this scent DNA. It's going to work pretty much for everyone. It's really masculine, really appealing. Can't go wrong with this scent. Supremacy Not Only Intense from Afnan. This next one on the list, I cannot believe how inexpensive it is. It actually smells far more expensive than it is. Scent I am talking about is Zegna Intenso. Cardamom, vetiver, and tonka bean are some of the notes in here. This has a fizzy, sweet Coca-Cola vibe when I first spray this on. It's a little bit of vanilla. It is just incredible stuff. This is going to remind you of something like an Armani Code, an absolutely legendary fragrance in the fragrance game, but you're just getting it for far less money. You're going to pretty much get a full day's wear out of this, maybe a little less, but it's one of those fragrances that you don't have to be too concerned about spraying it heavy because it's just one of those that is just going to smell fantastic. Chances are you're going to get a compliment on this. You're not going to smell like everyone else. Has a really nice balance of that fresh and sweet. I love this stuff. Zegna Intenso. Now with number 3 on the list, we are getting more into the spicy, cold weather type fragrances that are just gonna work beautifully. Scent I am talking about at number 3 is Guess 1981 Los Angeles. Plum, mint, and amber are some of the notes in here. And this is going to remind you of something like a Versace Eros, a much more expensive fragrance. However, this is far less money. You're getting this around $25. So this stuff is just incredible. It has this spicy, aromatic, fresh, little bit sweet. That mint comes in and it has this slight cooling effect, but there's warm spices in here. This stuff is just really great for the money. And you're gonna smell fantastic. Has really nice woody nuances to it. And again, I like this in the cooler weather. I like this for evenings out, but this is also going to work during the day. It doesn't project and it's not as in your face as something like a Versace Eros, which is what I like about this one, which is why I chose it for this list, because it's gonna work in a classroom situation. Don't overlook this one. Guess 1981 Los Angeles. Number 2 on this list is an opportunity to get a high-end designer fragrance that smells fantastic, smells really high quality. Scent I am talking about is John Varvatos and Nick Jonas, Crimson. Coffee, suede, and musk are just some of the notes in here, and this stuff is incredible. This reminds me of something like a Polo Red. Polo Red is not a cheap fragrance. This smells similar to that coffee. It's a little bit powdery. There's some vanilla touches in here. That suede just adds this masculinity to this, makes it smell sort of put together, a little bit mature. I would wear this in an evening out, but it's also gonna work during the day because of that freshness in here. The price, I want to say you're going to pay around $35 for 2.5 ounces of this stuff, and it's well worth that price. I love this stuff. This is going to work great. Compliment getter, just the right amount of sweetness, and you're getting a high-end designer with a John Varvatos fragrance. What can I say? This stuff, you really can't go wrong. John Varvatos, Nick Jonas, Crimson. And we're down to number 1. This is probably one of the best inexpensive fragrances that you can possibly buy. Really inexpensive, smells like a much more expensive high-end designer fragrance. Scent I am talking about is Cristiano Ronaldo's CR7 Game On. Papaya, lavender, and sugar are some of the notes in here. And man, this stuff, it is going to remind you of Armani's Stronger With You, which is again a much more expensive high-end designer. It has the perfect balance of sweet, fresh, aromatic, masculine, woody, spicy. It does it all, and it does it all beautifully. In most cases, you're gonna pay sub $30 for this scent, which is an absolute steal. Lasts a good amount of time. This lasted pretty much all day whenever I wear it. Perfect for school. You will not offend anyone. If anything, people are gonna be asking you where they can get their bottle. It's gonna work great for a date night. If you're going to the movies, meeting friends, wherever the day takes you, this is going to work. Cristiano Ronaldo, CR7, game on. That's all I have today, guys. I hope you enjoyed this top 10 list of fragrances that I think would be perfect for going back to school with. Let me know in the comment section down below what your favorite fragrance is, what you're looking forward to wearing once you go back to school. I would love to know. Drop it in the comment section down below. If you like what you saw today, please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, share this video, hit that bell notification so you are updated whenever I upload new content. But until then, have a fantastic day, and I'll see you in the next video.